Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at Sports Broadcast.
Pre-game show by Sports Broadcast Solutions. My name is Austin Wright, and alongside me is Braylon Viamil for Chicago City SC for the USLW League. And for today, Braylon, you know, it's a big match against a big rival in Chicago Dutch Lions. You all won against them 1-0 in your last previous meeting on the road. What exactly have you all done in preparation for today's match to get ready?
Just a lot of working on transitions into our attacking phase. Transitioning from the second phase to the third phase, making sure we're prepared to take shots and finish them. Keeping possession mostly, making sure we're moving as a unit up and down the field and side to side laterally. But yeah.
And so we all know that you had a very stellar performance in your last match just a week ago against RKC Third Coast. What exactly have you done personally to get ready for this game, as you had a couple goals in that match?
Definitely working on my 1v1, attacking, finishing, making sure I'm aiming for the corners, making sure I'm hitting the ball in the right places. I've also been working on checking to the ball. That's not really my strength and my style of play. I'm usually somebody that likes to run on the ball, but I think I did a decent job like last game checking to the ball, and I'm pretty proud.
And so going into this match, I know that obviously it was a very strong performance against RKC Third Coast, but what exactly can we expect going into this match for you all to expect for at least that offensive explosion that we saw? Can we see something like that as well for this match?
Of course, and this team really brought it to us the first game, but it was the first game and we've been working on our chemistry. We're going to have to be attacking hard, and they're pretty physical. But not just me, but Sophia also had a stellar performance last game. Her Paige as well, that also played the first game against Dutch Lions. We all have pretty strong attacking skills, and we're ready to bring it to them.
All right, well, that sounds good. That does it for the pregame show presented by Sports Broadcast Solutions. Coming up next is the play-by-play.
The broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win. Battle down the stretch, 38 to 40.
Hi, I'm Kimmer. I swim 50 breast, 50 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-color commentary, you can live stream video over the internet. stream your event on YouTube on our Broadcast Solutions. In addition, we have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcast for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Stolen. O'Connor and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot and a goal. So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Real pickup. Better if fucking Oren gave us some fucking cold water.
There you go.
What the fuck?
I just snagged whatever's down there. Even though the stuff that was like in the cooler, it wasn't even close to cold yet, so it was all the same temp.
What did he buy? Ghetto ice? That wasn't. Bought the ice at that local gas station that never frozen.
That I don't know.
Because they get the ice from over there. Oh, there is.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, like, if you have ice cold water in the middle of the desert, you can actually go into shock because your body is so overheated.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah, so you have to have lukewarm water, body temperature water in the desert. If you have ice cold water, you can go into shock. But it depends how overheated your body is. Like, if you were in the desert for an hour, you had ice cold water, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
But if you were in the desert for like 3 days and then had ice cold water, your body could go into septic shock. Like, there's a really...
Oh, do you have the headphones?
Do you have the XX ready?
They're in the
Are you
camera.
guys prepared? You do not look prepared.
No, we have it. It's queued up.
Headphones are in the camera, Antonio.
We had to play the set, that way we can make it so traditional as possible. At least we hope so.
Alright, so pause this. No new music right now.
No music. No music.
No music?
Okay.
And you have the XX ready?
Yes.
And she's singing the national anthem.
So
And
we're not.
then
So we're
who
not
is
playing.
your voice?
Yeah, then I'll do PA right
Perfect.
after.
Nice, loud, enunciate, articulate from the diaphragm.
Are we ready? All right, Mike's gonna be hot in 5, 4, 3. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Kyle Smith alongside Rafael Gonzalez as Chicago Dutch Lions are about to take on Chicago City SC. We appreciate you watching the broadcast. If you like it or if you want to chat, something's wrong with it, or just enjoy watching and you want to chat your favorite team on, make sure to go on the live chat on our YouTube live broadcast. So, Rafael, it's the Battle of Chicago's. This game, it was circled months ago, and for the Chicago City SC team, they're looking to sweep the Dutch Lions today.
They are in their opening matchup. These two teams had the Dutch Lions fall victim, lost 1-0 thanks to a goal by Eva Patterson in the 3rd minute of the opening fixture of the year. And so far, for Shy City, they have done really well so far in their first 2 games. They were victorious, obviously, they mentioned against Dutch Lions, and also a few days ago, a 7-0 thrashing against Racine Kenosha, highlighted by a hat trick by Sophia Jamie.
So, our national anthem coming up next. We'll take a break. It's Shy City against Chicago Dutch Lions here on SBS.
You can just hear us. They're not ready yet? Should I go to break or are we about?
I mean, we're about to do just all the intros and whatnot. Sir, you're the official videographer. Flagpole? Okay. Good evening, soccer fans. Please rise if you are able, and please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Lions for Hope Sports Complex, the home for your Chicago City Soccer Club. Tonight, Chicago City SC welcomes their opponents tonight, coming from Chicago Dutch Lions. Let's begin with the starting lineups for Chicago Dutch Lions. At number 8, we have Caitlin Narduli. Number 10, Megan Norquette. Number 14, Christine Erdman. Number 16, Kate Downs. Number 17, Catherine Steffens. Number 18, Emma Earl. Number 20, Victoria Adams. Number 21, Ada Stifler. Number 26, Maya Lambert. Number 28, Savannah Larson. And in goal, number 1, Caitlin Richards. And now for your Chicago City Soccer Club. At number 16, Leah Crotty. Number 23, Fernanda Soto. Number 11, Abigail Roy. Number 18, Ulexi Diaz. Number 20, Jasmine Castanad. Number 20, Sophia Jamie. Number 28, Sakarit Pineda. Number 2, Braylon Villamel. Number 21, Brianna Rodriguez. Number 15, Louise Jejic. And in goal, number 42, Molly Popensky. And your Chicago City Soccer Club is coached by Lakeisha Gum.
And thank you so much for that, Austin, as we're about to begin Chicago City SC against the Chicago Dutch Lions FC. And partner for the Chicago Dutch Lions, they only lost 1-0. It was on their home pitch. Now they have to avenge that loss. They desperately need that win. They'd love to get back to 500, come into this match with a 1-2 record, and they'd love to unseat the undefeated Chicago City FC team. So what do you expect from what do you expect from Chicago Dutch Lions trying to go to 2-2 on the season and also avenge that loss and also a third, the trifecta, win against their rival in Chicago City SC?
Expect them to open up the pitch on both sides of the field. The reason being is that they run a 3-5-2, meaning they have 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 2 strikers. What the goal is for them, particularly in the wingbacks and Christine Erdman and Emma Earl, they want to push up the field and overlap both the attackers, which by doing so, it gives them more numbers in the final third to convert into shot opportunities, in which they hope those opportunities will convert into goals for them. However, there are some cons when using that formation, particularly defensively, especially if the Tri-City is on the counterattack, which is something to keep an eye on during the game.
Right, you only have 2 forwards. You're going with that 5 midfielders. So now the midfielders can get back on D, but preferably you'd like those midfielders more on the attacking end. So we'll see what Chicago can give us tonight. They haven't shown a lot offensively, and for Chicago, we've seen everything from them. They won 7-0 against RKC Third Coast, and they won the old-fashioned soccer match, a 1-0 win versus the same Chicago Dutch Lions team.
And impressively as well, they haven't conceded a goal yet this season up to this point. As we mentioned, though, they have been scoring goals left, right, and center up to this point, having already had, Love to Ryan Shicety wearing the navy blue and dark blue shorts, going from right to left. As we are set here and we are underway here from Lions Hope Sports Complex.
Picked up by the Dutch Lions as it's a kick from number 11 and then played out to the D. Out to midfield as Chicago City will take it. They're throwing here at beautiful Lions for Hope Sports Complex. Out to the midfield, Diaz had it briefly. Now to midfield, Chicago City maintains possession as they send it back to the defense to their 3 defenders. Sending it back all the way to the goalkeeper that time in Vapensky, as Vapensky will send it over to the boundary. Near the touchline is Chicago City SC at the 40-meter. Lead pass, not a good one, and the Dutch Lions will steal on their attack to midfield near the 50-meter. As past the body of Pineda Dutch Lions maintained possession. Pass, double team, stolen away by Chicago at the touch line. Stop and start move. Now near the 50-meter. Played right now by Rodriguez as Rodriguez sends it back to the D. Dangerous pass, almost stolen away. Now back to Vapensky as she has to regroup. Sends it over to the near touch line as the intended target that time was Zizic. Zizic picks it up. And a stop and start move and a beauty. So, partner, a little bit risky right now by Chicago City. Do you think that we'll see the Dutch Lions get more aggressive and try to get those steals inside the 22-meter?
They have, and really in the midfield, we talked about earlier how they have 5 midfielders. What it does is that it clamps up the midfield space for Chi City, and so far, up until right now, they haven't been able to get out of the midfield until now. They're in the final third. I see still has possession of it. Dejever right now on the near touchline.
Trying to set it up in front and stolen away by the Dutch Lions. Sent over to the 22-meter. And then kick forward to their own 40. Here come the Dutch Lions. Leading the way is Stevens as Stevens gets past the 40-meter. On her left foot, lead pass, not a lot on it, and Chicago steals. Now over to the boundary, Jamie plays it. She's double-teamed, but she maintains possession. A little bit of a blind kick, and the Dutch Lions avoid the handball stolen away by Dutch Lions as DLFC will take it. Stop and start move as played that time by 11, now near the boundary.
It's going to be really interesting to see the Dutch Lions today. They haven't scored since their opening win of the season against Racine Kenosha, and their past 2 games have been outscored 5-0 with losses to both Chi City and also the Minnesota Aurora, in which all 3 of those games so far start off the season were at home. Now the Dutch Lions right here looking for their first attack of the day right here.
At the 40 as Chicago will play it. Past the 40-meter and out past the foot that time of 17. Now over to the 50-meter. Sent over that time over to Zizic. Lead pass as she was trying to find Pineda. Stolen away by Chicago Dutch Lions. The Dutch Lions will play it. And kept in well. Nice job by 11. Now over to the touch line. Sent over. Stolen away that time by Whittingham. As the Dutch Lions and Chicago City SC in an early 0-0 draw. No shots on goal yet for either team. Play at the touch line. Chicago City and the Dutch Lions and Raphael. It's been pretty even thus far in terms of ball possession and time on attack.
Well, so far, neither team has really established possession in the midfield, particularly. That's going to be the big difference today in who is going to win and lose today. And so far, both teams have had some opportunities, but really nothing much as of this moment.
Inside their own 40 as Chicago looking to get it in deep. Lead pass, intended target. That time is Zizic, right on target, near the 22-meter. Stolen away by Chicago Dutch Lions. Good lead pass, partner, but very good defense by the Dutch Lions.
We talk about the Dutch Lions, how they only have 3 defenders, but in situations like that right there, they can sometimes have 5 defenders, depending on where Chicago City is attacking. And did a really good job right there by both Victoria Adams and Savannah Larson.
Over to the 40-meter. Played that time by Castanon as Castanon lead pass over to Jamie. Jamie, intended target that time was Rodriguez. Now over to the touch line. Here comes the Dutch Lions. Inside the 40-meter, right-footed kick. Dutch Lions leading the attack is Erdman. Erdman inside the 22, stolen away by Chicago as City looking to clear at the touch line. Lead pass over to Rodriguez. Now back inside their own 22. Numbers aren't there by the Dutch Lions. There's plenty of time for City to clear. Past the 22-meter now. Now past the 40 as it's right on target. That time to Jamie. Slow-moving ball as it's at the touchline. Here comes Chicago City. Past the 40-meter. Rodriguez will play it on her right foot. She's got Pineda in front of her. Instead, she feeds Zizic as Zizic will play it at the sideline. Zizic, great move by Zizic, but even better defense as it looks like she got the initial break, Raphael, but played beautifully near the sideline.
There seems to be a lot of space right down the near touchline so far for Chi City, as Uzek so far is having some space, but yet still cannot get past her defender right there in Adams.
And picking it up that time will be Richards. It's been an easy game thus far for the goalkeepers part. Do you think they're going to get a little bit complacent as they're not going to be used a lot going into the 45-minute mark?
I don't think so, personally. It's just the way how the game is played so far, it's going to take a lot of time so far, and we're only less than 6 minutes in, so still a lot to tell so far.
Yeah, it's For both goalkeeper, you got to stay ready, though. It could be one of those 1-0 matches. And for Chicago City, all they needed was the one goal for the win. Lead pass stolen away that time by Larson at midfield. She takes her time, sends it over to the 50. Slow-moving ball, but still on target. Getting close to the 40-meter. Now sent over that time to Norcat. Norcat guarded by Jamie. Stolen away briefly by City. Now back to the Lions. Over to the touchline. Played by 18. Sent over. Header chance. Zizic was near it. Left-footed kick. Stolen away by Dutch Lions. As playing at that time is Adams. Now back to Richards. And you're right, partner. It's not what we've seen a lot in the USL, this 3-5-2. And it's definitely creating some fits right now for City. They don't look that comfortable in their offensive set thus far.
So far, they have not. Chicago City, they run a 4-3-3. And what's interesting about that so far is that you would think, especially given the formation, they'll have opportunities, particularly on the far side of both pitches. But up to this point, the Dutch Lions did a really good job so far.
Right on target that time to Castanon. Castanon falls down, looks for the free kick, and she is awarded it as 11 brought her down to the pitch. And they move fast, does City. It was off the foot of Pineda. Now played that time by Galto. And now over to Pineda. Over to the touchline. Played that time by Galto. Now to Pineda. And now over to Castanon. To the touchline again. They're going to try one more time. This time it's slightly successful, briefly intercepted by Lions, and they maintain possession. Here comes Chicago Dutch Lions. The players from Aurora are looking good thus far in the opening half. Over to 11. And shot on net. Easy save that time for Molly Vipensky.
So right there, Dutch Lions, they had an opportunity to go on a counterattack. The problem was right there is that they only had 4 players right there in the middle of the pitch rather than spreading out.
Right-footed kick, trying to find Jamie, stolen away by Dutch Lions, as on it was Erdman. At the touchline. And now it's going to be Chicago City ball. At the 40-meter, here comes Chicago near the 50. Stolen away by Dutch Lions. And then brought back to the defense. Not a lot of defenders back, only 2 for Dutch Lions, but they're able to clear it and send it up. Forward pass, and the last person there was Galto, and she didn't have to do anything with it as it's a goal kick awarded for City. Last touch by the Dutch Lions at the 10th minute mark.
It's going to be interesting seeing how both teams sort of get the breakthrough so far, as both teams have been equally matched up to this point.
They definitely don't look as comfortable as they did against RK Third Coast, but that's one of their best players. Viamil over in front of the net, sending it over to the right. Here comes City. Now back inside the 40-meter, left-footed kick. And I don't know about that one, partner. Kind of a wasted possession. That was not going to be on net from the onset of that kick.
I think more importantly than above that, it gives them at least a shot. It gives them, sort of belief and confidence that if given the right situation, we can convert those shots into opportunities.
Over inside the 22, played that time by Rodriguez. Now back to the 50-meter. Played right now by Galto as Galto sends it over to the touchline. Now to the 40-meter. Galto sending it over that time to Castanon. Now back to the 40-meter. Past the 40, looking up for Viamil. Viamil double team. Great job that time by the Dutch Lions as they go on offense. Past the 40-meter. Only shot on goal thus far. Great lead pass. Chance for Chicago. She's onside. Chance. And looked like she got all ball. No free kick. That was a great lead pass, partner, and it was almost a goal for Chicago Dutch Lions.
It was the first real opportunity for either team today, and unfortunately right there for the Dutch Lions, number 21, Anna Stifler right there. She was just a bit tad offside, so the linesman right there was able to get
I was surprised that they didn't call her right away, so that's why I was playing on, but yeah, she definitely looked offside.
I think sometimes it's just like the emotion, the adrenaline right there, and you just zone everything out.
Right. Well, they were going to see if Chicago City was going to steal, and right when the ref was going to call, it was a goal kick anyways. as Kate Downs has moved from number 11 from number 16 now to number 11.
So we have a shot attempt right there and appear to be saved by Bapensky right there.
They're taking it to him, partner, and you expected it. This is a big game for Dutch Lions. Not that it's not a big game for Chicago City. They want to go to 3-0. But really for Dutch Lions, to be in that 1-3 hole, to be one of those two teams to make the playoffs, you only get 2 bids. And for Chicago City, when you're at 3-0, there's a monster in their conference known as Minnesota Roar FC. So as many matches as you can win, they know that. But for Chicago Dutch Lions, going into a 1-3 hole with Chicago City and Minnesota ahead of them would just be really crucial and really kind of demoralizing, if you will, if they lose today.
I think above all else is just that they haven't gotten a goal in the past 2 games, so we're talking about over 180 minutes plus up to this point so far. And more importantly, that goal is going to be so critical for them because it's going to give them confidence and belief in themselves. But as the game continues to further along, if they can't get a goal, that confidence and belief that's already at a low level is going to even decrease even further as the game progresses.
And how does that get to you a little bit if you're the Dutch Lions, knowing that they haven't scored in 100-plus minutes and knowing that in order for us to win, we got to at least get one, but we haven't gotten one in over 100 minutes?
It's demoralizing knowing that you're putting all your effort on the pitch and it's resulting in nothing, in which so far for the Dutch Lions, it's been the case. But they've had several good opportunities right here as an opportunity off the post right there. And then a collision between Stifler right there and Bapensky.
Yeah, Bapensky a little bit shaken up. You love to see the sportsmanship as it went off the post. Chance for Chicago Dutch Lions does not go in the net, but another corner kick regardless for Dutch Lions. And right now, partner, Chicago City's got to find something within themselves because if they give up one, it was only a 1-0 game the last time they played. And this is one of those pitches. Chicago City knows it well. But Des Moines, a high-scoring team for the boys' side, they only scored 1 goal. So even for high-flying offenses, this pitch is not the most forgiving. And for Chicago City, they know we'd love to score 1 and get that 1-0 win.
Particularly because of the narrow dimensions on the field on both touch lines.
Yeah, not a lot of space on each sideline for those lead passes. At the 22, left-footed kick. Vipensky will easily grab it, and she'll take her time, see where teammates are setting up. Underhand pass. As Chicago Dutch Lions looking to maintain the pressure. Lead pass. And they keep it through the touch line. Who touched it last? And it actually still is in play. Is a great play by the Dutch Lions. Sideline as it's sent over that time to Stifler. Now back to Stifler. Takes her time. Getting it back to midfield. Over to Adams. Right-footed kick up in the air. Laid off the foot. 40-meter. And now inside the 40 of the Dutch Lions. Off the foot that time with Pineda. As close to it on defense with Zietz. Good steal. Now over to Stifler to the 40-meter again. Downs plays it as she loses meters, but she keeps possession of the ball. Viamel was there for the steal attempt, but now Dutch Lions gaining meters. Stop and start move. Chance again for Dutch Lions. Ball loose. And Chicago City not going after it. You see that, Raphael, you know it's a corner kick. He is one as Kinklin Narduli will take the corner. A lot of corners being awarded thus far for Chicago Dutch Lions. For Chicago City, you'd like to see them avoid that if they want to get that win.
So far, they've been playing on the back for like the past several minutes. And so far, what's impressive is how organized and structured the Dutch Lions have been, particularly defensively, with their 3 in the back so far.
Header, way over the net. Chicago City has not been on offense for the majority of this first half. In the 16th minute, no score thus far at Lions Road Sports Complex.
And not only that, they haven't been up front in only 11 minutes so far in total of the season, which they had not been at least in front. They haven't shown yet up to this point in the season, but at this moment in time, it looks like the Dutch Lions so far have all the momentum, are in control of the game, and so far, Chicago City just looks sort of a bit lifeless on the pitch right now.
Over to the 40-meter, as was played that time by Pineda. Now over to Zietz. Getting it briefly that time was Adams, but City maintains pressure. Now over to Castanon. Right-footed kick. 22-meter, now at the 40. Played right now by Dutch Lions. Right on target on the lead pass. Right in stride. Here comes Dutch Lions. Lead Over in front, chance for Chicago. Stolen away by City. Great play that time by Angie Galto.
Great play by her and Simmons right there. She took a touch one too many right there and lost the ball, but they still have a chance. It's a save right there by Lipinski.
Got it in front. Vipensky got her body on it. And great rebound control as she fed it to her teammates on the rebound. Now a one-on-one. Viamil plays it on her right foot. Gets past the D. Chance for Viamil. Recovery speed that time by 18. And it was touched last by Dutch Lions. Viamil partner. She didn't score 3 goals. That was Sophia Chamey, but Viamil scored 2 in that win over RKC Third Coast, and we're seeing so tonight.
Viamil so far making several good efforts up front, but now this is the first time that we're seeing Chicago City sort of be doing a really good job in the final third, and now they're getting rewarded for a corner right here, and let's see if they can take the game's opening goal.
Shot! Very wide, is past the hands of Richards. Goal kick coming up, no score. And by the way, there's a little circle when you're watching it on YouTube Live. If you want to watch it 720p, just touch that little wheel button and click on quality. You can change it from 360 to 720p. The sideline, off the foot, the Chicago City ball. And what adjustments have you seen from City? They look pretty good since Viamil had that one-on-one.
Well, they've done a really good job expanding the pitch, and what I mean by that is they're taking the full advantage of both touch lines. We talked about how, you know, the touch lines, 3 defenders. What does that mean? There's going to be space far out wide. I mean, particularly we've seen number 15, Paige Zajac, do a really good job, particularly opening up into space. There's a foul right there. It's going to be a free kick rewarded right here for Chicago City, but I was mentioning beforehand, Zajac did a really good job giving herself space down the wing.
Both teams avoiding the fouls very well. Free kick rewarded for Chicago City, but it's been one of the few ones tonight. It's a beautiful night in Chicago. If you're in the area, we're right off Polk Street and near Sacramento in California. Come on down. Admission is free. We also appreciate if you got things to do and you got to stay in your house. Right-footed kick on the free kick for Chicago City. Looking to move to 3-0 on the season. They've not given up a goal this year. This might be the broadcast for Kings. Watching to find out. Shot blocked. Free kick was decent, partner, but even better defense by Chicago Dutch Lions.
I would have loved to see personally from the free kick, sort of a cross right there to 11 Abigail Roy, number 15, Zajac right there. Given their height and advantage they have with the Dutch Lions, I think it's something I would have personally liked to see right there rather than just try to pass it and try to create a shot, which is something they haven't been able to do so far in over the near 20-minute mark.
Help is there from City. Lead pass, header! As she was trying to feed Zidzic, now stolen away by Victoria Adams. Zidzic on defense, bad pass, but 18 will take it. Left-footed kick out in front, and not able to clear it. Shot! Vipensky, big save, but couldn't finish the save, couldn't smother it up. And a corner kick awarded for Dutch Lions, and here come the Dutch Lions, partner. Every time City gets a little bit of pressure, a little bit of momentum, Dutch Lions intercepts it and goes the other way with it.
The Dutch Lions have had several close opportunities right in front of Penske so far. He's done a really good job, and the last shot came from an error by number 23, Fernando Soto, and it nearly cost them a goal right there.
It's a corner kick. It'll be Victoria Adams. So far, a 0-0 draw. It's Vipensky against Richards. You'd like to see a little bit more air on the ball, partner. What went wrong on that corner kick?
As you mentioned, not enough air, and as Viamil right here is going to have an opportunity to
Viamil with a breakaway. Viamil! It's in the net! Viamil scores! Big-time goal, partner. It's a 1-0 lead for Chicago City SC.
Well, I talked about how the Dutch Lions, there were opportunities for them to get exposed on the counterattack, and particularly at a corner is the most exposed time. Usually one is against a counter, and a really good job by Viamil going all the way by herself, and it's her third goal on the season. As we mentioned, she scored 2 against Racine Kenosha, and now she gives Chicago City the 1-0 lead.
1-0 lead for Chicago City SC. Viamil with a beautiful goal. She's been a one-woman wrecking crew tonight, partner. We saw the one-on-one where she almost broke through the D. Then that was actually a one-on-one. She actually did break through the defense and then finished as Richards cheated up. Viamil did not panic. She gets it past Richards, 1-0 lead, and not much that Richards could do, partner. You got to cheat up and try to pressure Viamil to possibly turn the ball over.
And it also speaks towards Viamil in terms of her confidence and composure right there, because normally when a goalkeeper starts approaching you, you often feel a bit very nervous considering how they're closing sort of like the gap in the area right there where you can shoot it. But Viamil finished it perfectly.
So what does that do for Vapensky in terms of confidence building? Now she doesn't have to worry about giving up a goal. Well, she does, but if she gives up one, you can still get the 1 point tonight. If she gives up 0 goals, no matter how well Chicago Dutch Lions plays in terms of ball possession, in terms of time on attack, all that matters is winning 1-0. So what kind of confidence does that goal by Viamil give Vapensky?
It is a few things. As a former goalkeeper myself, if you're in Vapensky's shoes right now, you feel good knowing that you have a goal to give right now, but also as well, you're hoping that your team scores more goals as she collects the ball right there. As I was saying, if you're Vapensky right now, you hope that your team continues to score more goals and sort of lay the pressure off of you. But based on how we've seen Vapensky play so far, I don't think we need to score another goal, worst case scenario today.
She looks good. They got that good 1-2 punch. We saw Lauren Kaiser. She didn't have to do much because the defense was excellent for Chicago City. Kaiser, second all-time in UIC shutouts. And for Molly Vapensky, she is no joke either. Excellent goalkeeper from Loyola Academy, played at FC United. So they got a good 1-2 punch here, and we'll see who the coaching staff decides to go with down the stretch. I'm looking forward to that game in Minnesota. Obviously, for Chicago City, you can't look forward to that match. You still got to finish the job tonight. But wouldn't that be something, knock on wood, if both teams were undefeated in that June 11th match here at Lions for Hope Sports Complex?
Oh, it would mean a lot for both teams so far. But as you mentioned, Kyle, right now the focus isn't on June 11th. It has to be about tonight. And so far, we're 23 minutes in. So far, the focus has done a really good job.
And Jamie had the hat trick, and they haven't needed her because Viamil has been so good. So for Chicago Dutch Lions partner, they got to know that Viamil is good, but if you double team Viamil, that's going to allow space for Sophia.
Yeah, and so far for Jamie, it's been relatively quiet for her considering she scored the hat trick against Racine Kenosha, but considering the fact that she's been very quiet so far and the fact that they're up one, I think speaks volumes to this team and how it's not only just a one-person show, and in fact, it takes numerous players on the team that can lead the team forward.
Timeout on the pitch, so we'll take a timeout as well. It is 1-0 in favor of Chicago City SC here on SBS.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code.
1-0 lead, partner, and for Chicago Dutch Lions, it has to be getting to them a little bit. They lost 1-0 at home. Now they're on the road, and they were taken to 2 Chicago City, but they could get it past Vapensky. All it took was a breakaway for Viamil, and regardless of what happens, Chicago's got to score at least once to get at least 1 point tonight.
And for the Dutch Lions, you just hate the fact that you concede a goal to your rival, not only that you've been in control of the majority of the game, but also, more important, it's like, when are we going to score? they haven't yet scored yet, and now we're only a little over, about 15, 20 minutes before halftime, give or take. And now it's like, are we going to go for a third game in a row without scoring a goal now? Things are getting pretty sketchy.
It definitely gets to you a little bit, but you can't think about that. You want the 3 points. You have to think, if we get the 1 tonight, we're still very much alive for the playoffs. We got to do whatever we can to get the 1. We'd love the 3, but we got to find the ways to get at least 1. And for Chicago City, still play to win, still be aggressive. That was close, Raphael. What do you think? I saw a little bit of pushing action, but did it affect the play?
Nah, it's nothing right there. We both have seen far worse.
Right, but was she going to get the ball without the push? That's what the ref has to think about. Did the push affect her chance of getting onto that lead pass?
I wouldn't really say so that much.
No, it looked like she was forced to the outside as the pass was coming in. And here's the thing, partner, I know we talked about a lot when Austin's on the air. What you call right now is what you have to call in the 95th minute.
Yeah.
I know there's unwritten rules of soccer. Oh, can I really call a foul in the 95th minute? Yes, you can, and yes, you have to if that's the precedent that's been set from the opening kick.
Now that you want to set an early precedent early on to the players as well, sort of to control them, because if you don't call fouls right now, then when you call fouls later on in the game, the players are going to be very annoyed at the ref, and you're going to lose control of the game.
Look, one call can change the game, but just because you made that one call is not the reason the score was 1-1 or 2-1. There's a million things that happen that could have changed the complexion of the game, and refs know that. So they just see what they see, and they call what they call, and they make sure to be as consistent as they can be with it.
I think as a player, I think you try to find any other excuse other than yourself as to why you didn't win.
Right. Great move. The defense has been there, partner, and that's kind of been the problem for Chicago City right now. It's a different formation they're not used to. A lot of the times in this conference we see 4-3-3s, but this 3-5-2 is creating problems for Chicago City.
Well, the one benefit of that formation is that if Chicago City is not going on a high attack or a counter,
right,
the Dutch Lions could put 2 more players in the midfield, particularly in Erdman and Earl, particularly as both wingbacks, and have 5 defenders, as we've seen numerous times.
Yeah, and the Dutch Lions knew going into this, Chicago had not given up a goal yet, and people that are watching the broadcast, well, why don't they just add another forward? Well, the problem with that, Raphael, is if you practice the 3-5-2, you can't just turn it on. Okay, we're going to switch to 4-3-3. What you practice is how you play, and if you're not used to a different formation, you have to stick with the 3-5-2, regardless of who's defending you.
Not only that, the responsibility that each one has, the moment you push someone else up forward, it creates sort of this gap in the middle of the pitch where someone else is going to take responsibility, and it's just going to spread you out even more.
You know, you just can't reinvent the wheel during a game. You have to play how you practice. But if you practice different plays, then you can run different sets out of the formation that you use.
It's going to be interesting, like when we go into the second half, how does the Dutch Lions particularly change up sort of their playing style right here? That's going to be the key, whether or not they could, tie the game here, or depending if they get a goal late in the first half, try to take the lead.
Braylon Viamil from Jobad FC, went to Evanston High School, home of the Wild Kits. Not the Wildcats, but the Wild Kits. And she's been the difference maker. What a 1-2 punch they have in Sophia Jamie and Braylon Viamil.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can really say. We're going to reset here on the broadcast about both of them so far. Have been superb as an opportunity emerges here for City.
Good idea. Well played by the goalkeeper in Richards. You hug the near post and you force him to go far, and unless you're Mia Hamm, that's a tough shot for about 98% of soccer players.
Yeah, and Pineda right there. I would have loved to seen her, stop and particularly probably move onto her left foot if she could have right there, but other than that, just not a really quality shot given the amount of separation she had between the closest defender.
Looks like she had help behind her on the trailer, but she decides to shoot. Good lead pass, but a little bit on it. Too much on it, and out to Vipensky. It would be demoralizing, partner, for the Dutch Lions to lose 1-0, but we still got plenty of soccer left. As the lead pass goes for naught. Stolen away that time by Whitting Hill. And now over to midfield. If you're just joining us, It's not a typo. It's only been a 1-0 score. Viamil with the breakaway. And both goalkeepers have been good, partner. They just haven't been tested a lot because the defense has been decent for both teams.
Well, for Richard so far, she hasn't been really contested much considering they, outside of the Viamil goal, excuse me.
Yeah.
They haven't had a shot on target yet. Yet on the other side, for Penske, she's been having a busy night so far with several saves as a counterattack emerges here for the Dutch Lions.
Leading it over to Stifler. I don't know, partner. I get it. Help was over the top that time in Dawood. Could she have stopped the ball and tried to retreat? I'll let you call it.
If you're Stifler, you're shooting on your right foot and shooting it on the near post right there where already Penske is already right there guarding it. It's just not a good quality shot from such a tight angle. And the result, it's going to be a miss.
And what you could have done, now it's a lot easier to say, well, in hindsight, she could have done this. But just to play a little armchair soccer, if she stops the ball near the end line, it would have forced Chicago City, as that lead pass and goes for naught, stolen away by Dutch Lions. But if she plays it on the end line, it would have forced Chicago City to play it, and if it goes off a Chicago City foot, it becomes a corner. So you kind of play a 50-50 ball, see if Dutch Lions can get it in front or if it goes off a Chicago City player. When you shoot it from a tough angle that's most likely not going to be saved, it's kind of just a free goal kick that you're awarding the other team.
Yeah, you do mention it, though, partner. Hindsight, obviously, a lot of things could have happened right there.
Reminds me, I don't know if you're a South Park fan, but reminds me of the episode Captain Hindsight. I don't know if you ever saw that episode, but his only superpower is telling people what they could have done.
Oh.
And that's kind of like Captain Hindsight. Well, she could have done this, or she could have done that, or woulda, coulda, shoulda. If nuts and butts were coconuts. Over to midfield, headed over, now to the 40-meter. Stop and start move that time. Now over to the 40-meter. Good lead pass, tap and go as Pineda had it. Sends it over to Viamil, left-footed kick. Good idea, partner. Just 3 inches to the right.
I would have liked to see Viamil right there, shoot it right there, particularly on the left side of the net right there, but a really good through pass right there by Pineda, and Viamil right there came close to netting her second goal of the game. But so far, it seems like the past few minutes, Chicago City is starting to really reel in momentum right now and put Dutch Lions on the back foot a little bit here.
They look good, has Chicago City. Not great. I think their best game was that RKC game, and obviously it's probably going to be one of your better games when you win 7-0. But they seemed a little bit crisper with the passes. They were, moving around a lot. The spacing was great, not being bunched together. Against the Dutch Lions, a little bit bunching, but they did get that goal for Viamil, and if Penske can be up to the task, they'll get the 1-0 clean sheet. Now over to Galto. She falls down, gets up, and gets it back quickly. Good job regathering her feet. Tap and go. Galto past her feet. And a throw-in coming up for the Chicago Dutch Lions.
One of the biggest keys so far in this game is right here down this left-hand side right there, how there's always so much space for Chicago City right there to roam around, And so far, Dutch Lions have allowed them to play down that left-hand side. But so far, they've done a really good job once they get there.
Now played right now by Castanon. Over at midfield. Tended target was Stifler. Now stolen away by Roy. They've done a good job as the Dutch Lions, Raphael, of trying to have everybody else but Sophia Jamie beat them. The problem is Viamil has been up to the task.
And at some point, you have to look at it if you're the Dutch Lions and be like, okay, do we start, putting a defender on Viamil at all times and tight marketing, which is going to allow potentially Jamie have an opportunity for separation as a
could have been a free kick, but they played advantage, and Chicago City would rather have the goal kick anyways.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a push from behind, and for Penske, the pressure's still on, but a little bit less pressure now that she has the 1-0 lead.
In some aspects, yeah. I mean, I remember when I was a goalie, even if we were up by 1 or 2, even up by 5, there's always still some nervousness you felt within you, In this case, for Penske, it's, she wants to keep that clean sheet in particularly.
Now at the touchline. Inside the 22. Stop and start move kicked away to the end line. It'll be a corner kick for Jamie. And she hasn't had the ball as much as she'd like to, but now she has a time to set up her teammates for a potential 2-0 lead.
So Jamie right here is going to have an in-swinging corner right here. Let's see if she puts some good high elevation towards this corner kick.
Up in front. Good kick as it went past the D. Intended target was Castanon. As right-footed kick that time by Pineda. Would like to see get a little bit more hang time on it, but good enough for a header chance. But Richards got in the way of the passing lane.
I did like what I see right there from Pineda right there, crossing it and hoping someone's going to be on the receiving end. But it was a lot more better job this time Chicago City did in the corner kick, particularly compared to the last time they had it.
Over to the 40-meter and kicked out, that time by Chicago City. Throw-in coming up to Earl. And she decides against it. Now over to Victoria Adams. Throw-in that time by Adams. Header. Near the 22. Good body position that time by Chicago City. Now over to the Lions. And it goes a little wide. Good job that time playing it by Vipensky. She played the far post well and knew where she was and knew I don't have to touch that, let it go past her. If she had touched it, it would have been a corner kick, but she wisely just let it go past her.
Good goalie right there. You feel sort of anxious just letting the ball roll past you right there and wanting to just grab it, but good awareness and not only that, really good composure right there by Vipensky. Discipline.
It's been a tough pitch for the visiting team. Des Moines, who had only lost one regular season game in 2 years, that was a beatdown by Chicago City, and that was here. And I have not seen them lose yet, knock on wood. It's been tough, and you don't have to feel bad about it if you're Dutch Lions because nobody's won on this pitch. What makes this pitch so difficult? I know we talked about how there's not a lot of space past the sidelines. It's the lead pass to Jamie. And she was offside. But what makes this pitch so difficult for the opposing teams that aren't used to it?
I think it's just the fact that it's not your typical soccer pitch. Obviously, you know, being a rugby pitch, and not only that, just having such small dimensions on both sides of the field. And it's just everything is so congested, so tightly spaced right here. It doesn't allow teams who love, you know, going on the wings having much space. And so far, you know, that's been a real home advantage that many teams can have.
It's very congested. Usually when you play at a high-score college field, the parking lot is far away, and then you walk over. The parking lot is right behind the goals. I'm not saying that factors into the game, but it's just a different pitch that these opposing teams are used to.
Not only that, you see all the lines on the field and everything. Then you see the goalposts on the back.
Right, and you don't see the football yard markers. This is a rugby pitch. You see the dotted lines for the 40-meter. You see the straight line for the 22-meter. It's a straight rugby pitch. And for a lot of teams that aren't used to it with these congested sidelines, only 10 feet between the touch line and where the benches are. Free kick for the Dutch Lions. Up in the air, good hang time. Header, straight up. Over to the foot that time of Castanon. Now here comes Chicago City. Dutch Lions wants the favorable call, and they get it. As not able to clear was Chicago City. It'll be Emma Earl. One of their go-to scorers if they can get her the ball. Not a lot on that pass. Kicking it. And they're going to say it went out of bounds. And did she kick it as the ball was going out of bounds? They're going to say she was out of bounds when she kicked it, so throw in deep in the territory of Chicago City. Gut check time for Chicago Dutch Lions. You'd love to score right before halftime.
Well, 5 minutes plus and counting with stoppage time as well. The Dutch Lions, they do not want to go into halftime down. One other thing is to see a shot from far way out.
I disagree with it. What do you think, Rafael?
You know what? When you haven't scored in over 2 games and nearly now almost 2.5, if they don't score here before halftime, it's like, you have nothing to lose at this point. Just have a go at it, and if it works, you look like a genius. If we don't, it's just another shot on target. Off target, I should say.
It was a wasted possession, so to speak, as it gives Vipensky the ball back. But you're right, partner. They've tried everything inside the 22. They can't get it on that. Now they're trying stuff inside the 40. Lead pass attempt. Over that time to Downs. Here comes Chicago Dutch Lions out in front. Intended target was Stifler. Now near the 22-meter as it's played right now by Castanon. Over to the boundary. Tap kick. That time over to Whittinghill. Looking for a free kick.
It's a good call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref. What happened first, the throw-in or the free kick?
Free kick.
And obviously, if you're Chicago City, you'd rather have the free kick. But the only well, it's not really a problem, but the only thing about a free kick is it allows the defense more time to regroup, whereas the quick throw-in, you can set your offense quicker.
Yeah, but also I would say at the same time, it allows your players as well to move up the pitch forward as well. So it's a bit of a that's a bit of a conundrum. It's a pro and a cons.
But obviously, if you're inside the 40-meter, you'd rather have the free kick over the throw-in.
Yeah.
Unless you have one of those crazy throw-ins. Wayne Rooney, those front flip throw-ins.
Oh.
Who's your favorite women's soccer player at the professional level? Alex Morgan?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, it's a good, we're seeing, football, particularly on the women's side, grow here in America with the U.S. National team, obviously, being highly successful. And obviously, you see here at the USLW. So there's a lot of things on the come up right now for women in sports, particularly in the soccer.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. The YouTube live chat is active. You can also text 330-957-7653 with your favorite high school, college, or MLS soccer memory. All FCC regulations do apply for our YouTube live chat as well as the text chat. At SBS, we do the 3 stars of the match, and if this score maintains and stays as is, Viamil and Vipensky would be 2 of our 3 stars. Over that time to 17, lead pass, past midfield. Sending it over to Viamil. Another one-on-one for Viamil. Viamil out in front. Chance for Viamil. Save. Rebound. Try and a goal. Chicago City scores.
And who else but number 10, Sophia Jamie right there, gets the goal. And it's now a 2-0 lead now for Chicago City on the verge of halftime.
What a backbreaker for Chicago Dutch Lions. Viamil just creating havoc all the time on offense. Richards got to cheat up partner. She can't get the ball. Leads to a rebound try and an easy goal for Sophia Jamie.
It was a great move by Viamil and even better save by Richards. But where was the follow-up right there? Ryan's defeated Sophia Jamie, and from up close, she was never going to miss that. And it's given them, a 2-0 lead here for half. As it appears the medical team right now is taking a quick look at Kaylin Richards, the goalkeeper for the Dutch Lions.
We hope she's okay. She's down out for the count, so we'll take a break and more soccer action coming up next on SBS. Two 2-0 lead for Chicago City SC. As Viamil with the goal, and if you want to do the hockey assist, it's a hockey assist. She's been fantastic. 2-0 lead for Chicago City SC. The Viamil Sophia Jamie Power Hour is striking again at Lions for Hope Sports Complex.
For Jamie, it's her 4th goal on the year. Jamie from Illinois College was part of the All-Missouri Valley Conference freshman team this year. She led the Flames with 4 goals, in which 3 out of those 4 goals were game winners this year. And she's off to a fire start so far this season for Chicago City.
Making it easy for your goalkeeper, right? When it's 2-0 instead of 1-0. And now here comes Chicago City again. Dutch Lions are still alive, but you just haven't seen a lot consistently on the offensive end to make you think that they're going to score twice in the second half.
Well, it's interesting to see the Dutch Lions. They've had a lot of quantity opportunities, but not enough quality shots.
Right.
Whereas, for Chicago City, they've had very few opportunities, but those have been all very quality. And that so far has been the biggest difference here in the opening half.
So what do you do if you're the Chicago Dutch Lions? Do you do kind of a defender spy where you have help over the top every time Viamel gets the ball? But like I said, if you do that, it gives Jamie more space to have it when she has the ball.
And not only that, it forces you to take one midfielder out and put them in the back line defensively, which you're already down 2-0.
Right.
You don't want to get to see another goal, but also you have to go on the attack because you're down by 2, so you need 2 goals, and you need as many players up forward as possible. So it's a bit of a conundrum for the Dutch Lions.
For as long as you've played soccer, obviously what you start with is what you've usually been practicing with the formations. But do you practice other formations when you get into situations like this where your 3-5-2 isn't working? What adjustments would Chicago City make at halftime in terms of possibly changing their formation?
See, I think this is more about the Dutch Lions. I think if you're Chicago City so far, everything has worked out perfectly so far, you know?
Right. For the Dutch Lions, would you want to change formations or just try to change something in terms of your offensive attack?
Because offensively hasn't been the issue. I think the biggest issue has them so far is just that
quality of shots.
Exactly.
Another chance for Chicago. Saved that time by Richards. She's given up 2 goals, and that's kind of the difference between a hockey box score and a soccer box score. In a hockey box score, you give up 2 goals and no shots on goal. I mean, no saves on those shots on goal. You're pulled. But in soccer, sometimes a goalie will see 5 saves or less in a match. So save percentage isn't as key in the game of soccer.
And sometimes, it's just not the goalie's fault. It's more of a team effort right there.
Right.
I've been on the side of where, we've lost 5-0, and everyone just points the finger at you, when in reality, it's an entire team effort,
Right. It's just quality of shots. Anytime a shot is at point-blank range, where it's right in front of the net, the goalie just has to guess where the ball's going, whereas the defense forces them to the right or left, that 30 to 60-degree angle shot. You give your goalie a chance to make a save. But that's what separates the good goalies from the great ones. And there are times when you're going to give up those 90-degree angle shots, and Tim Howard, one of the best of all time in men's soccer, able to make those saves at point-blank range.
You mentioned Tim Howard. If the Dutch Lions come back in this game, it's going to need Kalen Richards to perform a 2014 Tim Howard performance against Belgium for them to come back.
Chance for the Dutch Lions. And Chicago City has to play within themselves and don't get complacent, because if you give up a goal before halftime, things would get very interesting as a free kick awarded for the Dutch Lions.
This might be their last opportunity right here before the half, so it's going to be interesting to see how many players the Dutch Lions will move up forward. They currently have 5 players in the box.
It's going to sting if it hits you, but you know what? You're in the USLW for a reason, so they're used to taking one for the team.
Oh, yeah.
You just hope that it hits your shin guard so you don't feel a thing. When it hits the upper body, that's when you really start to feel it. Good idea.
I like the effort.
That's what happens, though, when you play a tall goal. You only have so much room to get to that top shelf, and all she had was just underneath the crossbar and couldn't fit it in there. And that does it for the first half as the ref blows the whistle 3 times. It's a 2-0 lead for Chicago City. Viamel scored and Sophia Jamie scored. We'll see who else scores for Chicago City in the second half, but we'll take a break, and we'll be back after this.
For everyone, SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary. highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal!
Check us out, part of the digital. Sportscasts is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. It's out and become digital sporting world. Sports Broadcasts, a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, pre- and post-reviews are available as if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live sticks, play-by-play commentary, highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At S, we offer professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CB Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Phone number is 309-77653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sport just plays, but you don't worry about that anymore thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, and we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swam 50 free and 100 back.
Whatever sports broadcasts are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. Shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcast network for those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event. SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. Commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SB Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, pre- and post-game available as an option.
We've been working really hard all summer and stuff.
Your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. It's out and become part of the digital world. Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids, complete with professional graphics, broaders, color, and commercials. Pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Back to the action at beautiful Lions for Hope Sports Complex. Kyle Smith alongside Raphael. And Raphael, it's gut check time once again for the Dutch Lions. They now trail by 2 goals.
They're down by 2 goals, and more importantly, they have 45 plus minutes to avoid a third consecutive shutout. And so far, things have not looked good for them up to this point. It should be fucking.
Kicked over to midfield as it's played by Viamel. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you are, make sure to go on the YouTube live chat. Let us know what you think and cheer on your favorite team, whether it be the Dutch Lions or Chicago City SC. And partner, a 2-0 lead for Chicago as they look to go to 3-0 on the season.
They do. And this is going to be, of course, a really good game for them. You know, obviously, after this, they have Minnesota Aurora coming up soon. So they can win today. They'll remain unbeaten before that matchup. And, you know, in the first half, I mean, we saw the top players for both of Chicago City, Braden Viamil and Sophia Jamie, both with goals so far. And that's been a difference to this point, partner.
Free kick coming up for Chicago as we switch ends. Just a beautiful night for soccer. It's really not that hot today, partner, and we've had a lot of mugginess. It did rain in the morning, but it rained in the morning. They had plenty of time to get the pitch ready. And Chicago City, just like the men's team, defending their pitch well. Knock on wood, the Chicago City Lions have not given up a goal all season.
Well, so far up to this point, home field has been critical for Chicago City, not only for the women's but for the men's team up to this point. And it'll be interesting to see in the second half, particularly, you know, for the Dutch Lions. What have they done in those 15 minutes to sort of readjust themselves and to see if they can, you know, get a goal early on here in the second half and see if by the end they can at least tie it up?
Now for Chicago City SC, let's say things go their way and they get that victory today. Let's say they win 2-0. What does the coaching staff have to do for Chicago City SC to make sure that they're not looking forward to that game on June 11th against first place Minnesota Aurora FC?
They have to remind them that, you know, there's still 45 minutes left. The game is not over yet. We've seen crazier things happen in soccer beforehand. And more importantly, you know, you sort of want to, you know...
You want to end on a good spot.
Exactly. Considering, you know, the Giants, another near close opponent rival, and just to, you know, smash them in the mouth, you know, and score a couple more goals in the second half, sort of, you know, give Minnesota Aurora, you know, something for them to fear, you know, give them a statement win here today in preparation for the game.
Near the front of the goal, as guarded closely that time by Roy and then cleared. Viamil, she's dangerous, partner. I was surprised that she had 5 meters of space between her and the last defender. I do not trust my defense. It's not because I don't trust my defense. It's because I don't want Viamil to have the ball with any type of space in front of her.
Well, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result. As another shot right there is saved by Lipinski.
Big save. And look, I'm sure that goalies have some egos. You don't want to give up a goal. You'll take the 3 points, but the way she's played, she'd love to get that clean sheet.
Oh, it's a goalkeeper's dream right there, getting a clean sheet right there, because you feel very vindicated, very proud of yourself. And so far, Lipinski's done a really good job so far.
That's what the goalie's like, right? More shutouts. That means you can renegotiate your contract. Just kidding, of course, but
now go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, when you have goalies that are as good as Lipinski and Kaiser, it changes the complexion of your offense and defense because you know you don't have to pressure as much.
It gives you a lot of confidence. It's an opportunity here for Viamil. Shot goes wide right there.
Yeah, it might have been a crosser, but she did get a lot on it, so if it was a crosser, that would have been a really tough header. She had a lot of velocity on that pass.
Yeah. Going back to mentioning about goalkeeper Lipinski right there, you know, as a goalkeeper, it's a lot more of a pride thing right there, wanting to keep the clean sheet. As Dutch Lions to play from their back defensively right here. Number 14 right there, Erdman. And so far, Dutch Lions, they're still looking for that elusive goal that has haunted them since their opening win of the season against Racine Kenosha. And a really good pass, interception right there.
Yep, good job stealing that time by Galto. Now she feels it to Viamil. Stop and start move, then kicked away to the end line. As will be a corner kick coming up for Sophia Jamie. Nope, they changed their mind. Originally, Chicago City was going after the ball, but the official says, "You're cheating. You touched it last." So it's goal kick awarded for Chicago Dutch Lions. It's tough, partner. You get swept by a team. I always think of the 99 Jaguars. They lost 3 games that year, all to the same team, with their last loss coming in the AFC Championship game.
The infamous 99 Jaguars team.
Right. And so for the Dutch Lions, is it going to be one of those seasons? Could they upset Minnesota and stay alive in the postseason race? But because they lost twice to Chicago City, it affects their chances to make the playoffs. And there's just sometimes you can't beat a team. And the 99 Jaguars had that problem, and now the Dutch Lions seem to have that problem.
I mean, there's been several teams historically, I mean, you also mentioned, 2018, Panthers team, they lost 3 times during the Saints that year, there's several examples historically. And, it never feels good for yourself as a player and as an individual losing to the same team 3 times in a row, because you feel like you've put your best foot out there and your efforts, and no matter what you do, the other opposition is still better than you. And I think for the Dutch Lions, it's a painful thing to endure.
Out near the 40-meter, Jamie was there to defend, now to the 22. Sending it over that time to Christine Erdman as Erdman gets past midfield. Guarded closely by Pineda. Now past the 40-meter. 2 goals on the night. Jamie with 1, Viamil with 1. The second goal of the match came because of a shot by Viamil. It was stopped by Richards, but the deflection went to the rebound try. As it's going to be a corner kick coming up for Chicago Dutch Lions. They still have time, Rafael. If you could score in the next 10 minutes, the pressure is still on Chicago City. If you score at the 80th or 82nd minute, then you would feel the pressure.
Yeah, and, going on a corner kick again, you see there's no single Dutch Lion player except 2 right now that are currently in the box. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do here off of the inside corner right here.
Out in front, kicked away by Chicago City as it rolls to the touchline. Out of bounds, last touch by City. Now over to the Dutch Lions. Throw in by Shebar as she fed it that time to Downs. Now to the other boundary. Here come the lights. A little bit late, though. You'd like to see them do it when there was a stoppage in play. Luckily, it wasn't on an offensive try for the Dutch Lions if they had a shot on goal attempt. Stolen by Dutch Lions. This game is far from over as that shot. Easy save by Vapensky. I understand it, Parter. You've had trouble getting shots on goal at the 22-meter. But unless you're Mia Hamm, I just don't see you scoring inside the 40-meter. But you know what? If you've been practicing those shots in practice, fine, try them.
Well, when Gretzky said it best, he missed 100% of the shots you don't take. And in this case with Dutch Lions, I mean,
right.
At this point, you've got over 2.5 games without scoring a single goal. So at this point, screw it. Just have a go at it. We've seen crazier things, go
I guess, but you got to know Vapensky. There's a reason why she's starting between the pipes tonight.
Yeah.
But look, if you've been practicing that at home, in practice, and you feel confident in it, your coach feels confident in you doing it, and she's not going to yell at you for shooting at the 37-meter mark, okay. But remember, even in the 95th minutes of soccer, as that's a lead pass over to Viamil, Richards has to stay in her net. Viamil on her left foot, switches to the right. Back and forth she goes with the dribbling. Now over to Jamie, set up in front. At the 22-meter, didn't get the air on it that she'd like to. The shot was from Pineda, saved by Richards. But even in a 95-minute soccer match, the possessions are still going to be limited. So you want to have those shots inside the 22, between that 70 to 90-degree angle. Yes, are you going to get every shot inside the 22? No, but inside the 30-meter, I think, is the limit. At the 35, 40-meter, nah, I don't want to shoot that.
And sometimes when you see players do that, it's often more just frustration
right.
of anything else.
If you're going to shoot at the 40-meter, kind of a tap kick and see if your forward can head it into the goal. Stolen away by Chicago. Give and go play. Not a lot on that pass as she was trying to get it right on target. Right on the feet that time to Galto. Kicked out by Chicago City. Lions ball. And now taking it will be Christine Erdman. The Dutch Lions have been shut down by Chicago City all year as Chicago City looking to get the sweep. Good move that time by Caitlin Narduli. Just limited opportunities for Chicago. They did outshoot the Chicago Dutch Lions 6-4. But that's really the story of the game. 2 chances where Chicago Dutch Lions didn't get back in time on defense. It led to one-on-ones for Viamil, and she made them pay, both with a goal and a shot that was so hard off the hands of Richards. Richards was down on the pitch, and then it was an easy rebound goal for Jamie. And sometimes in soccer, it's the little things that lead to victories, or it costs you victories.
Jamie's going to have a goal right there. Just goes above the bar right there. Another great effort on her left foot.
Yeah, good move by Jamie. I think she was hearing us. She's like, I'm good too. I'm going to get some shots on net. It's going to be tough. I'm looking forward to it. Now for Chicago City, there are practices and games before June 11th. But wow, that is going to be maybe the match of the year for any conference if both teams are undefeated coming into June 11th.
That game's going to have the same hype anticipation as the one we had here a few days ago against Des Moines.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Jackson Wayman between the pipes was phenomenal. And sometimes when you have the better goalie, that's all you need. Des Moines outshot Chicago that night, but didn't matter because Chicago had Wayman and Des Moines didn't. Near the boundary. It's played that time by Whittinghill. Out in front. Chance for Chicago City. Okay. She was really in no man's land. Could she have stopped the ball and reset the offense? Possibly, but the ball would look like it was going to get away from her anyway. So try to get on net, see if it deflects off the fingertips towards the front of the goal for a rebound try.
It was a mixture of both the speed of the through ball and Rodriguez's body moving towards far from the net. So at that point, she didn't really have an opportunity to sort of cut across on her left foot. She had to shoot it right there from an awkward position.
It was a good job by the Dutch Lions. You want to force them to the outside where they either have to stop the ball and reset or they just shoot it on net and then it becomes a goal kick. Right now, the Chicago City S team forcing the Lions to the sideline. Dutch Lions will have a corner. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show brought to you by SBS. It'll be Austin Wright. And as of now, probably Vali Vapensky in the post-game show.
This is something I don't like right here what the Dutch Lions are doing right here. They're putting everyone outside the box. And remember the last corner, it was right in the front of the middle of the box and no one was there to get it. Now we're starting to see about 2-3 players move forward to the corner right here.
It's more of a line drive kick, harder to head. You'd like to see get more hang time on it to allow your forward to get on top of the ball and then head it into the net.
Yeah, particularly just get more elevation on it. Just see if one of your players has a chance to head it down.
Not a good pass. Read by Jamie Well. Off the knee. And stolen away by Castanon as she sets it over that time to Roy. Lead kick, feeding it to Pineda. Oh, boy. You're going to feel that in the morning. And she waves her hand, saying, I'm all right. I think that's the adrenaline partner in the morning. I don't think you're going to be all right so much with that kick right off the back like that.
I've been on the receiving end of those kicks right there. Trust me, it does not feel good. Right now, you're like, okay, I feel fine. But later, it's like, oh, my God, now I feel it.
The difference between adrenaline in the match versus 8 a.m. getting up in the morning, completely different.
And then going to work the next day, and like in some cases.
That's why you'll see after a soccer pitch, a lot of midfielders especially, they're putting the ice on the knees, ice on the legs. Just a lot of running. The human body was not made for soccer, but it's a great sport, keep you in shape. If there's one sport to keep you in shape when you're not in American football season, it would be soccer. Stolen away by the Dutch Lions. Over in front. Now to Jamie. On her left foot, switching to the right. She's forced to the outside. She'll take her time. Left-footed kick out in front. Headed away by the Dutch Lions, then kick straight up. Going after it is Whittinghill. Now over past the 22-meter. Another header. as Chicago City will remain in possession of it. Now to the 40-meter. It's played that time by Castanon out in front, and tend to target was Pineda. Then kicked away by the Dutch Lions. Off the body that time of 17. Now over to the 40-meter.
Or better interception right there. Jamie now has it. Back pedals and gives it off once more to Castanon.
See what Chicago can do on offense here. Put this one away with a 3-0 lead. Pineda, she's got excellent size for the position. Great job that time. She was falling down but able to kick it away. As now on the attack are the Dutch Lions off the feet of Shabar. And Vipensky will take it as the clock is dwindling right now for the Dutch Lions to even this one up.
Less than half hour to go so far. Chicago City still looks very much in control right here as an opportunity could emerge right here. And instead, it'll go out for Richards will have it.
Yeah, I was surprised by that, Raphael. I'll let you call it. I would have liked to see Richards go all out and catch that ball as that ball was slowly moving. She lucked out for that ball to go past the end line, but that ball could have stopped, and it would have been Chicago City ball deep in the Lions' own territory.
It's just sort of an instant reaction. You have to make a decision right there very quickly, whether you grab the ball or just let it off for a goal kick, and it's sort of like indecision right there.
But then again, if you go all out and you don't get the ball, all they need is a tap kick over your head or the quick pass out in front and then the one-timer into the back of the net.
We have a foul right here in the middle of the pitch.
And we've seen the negative parts of that. Chicago House AC, we did a match between Chicago House and Bavarian United. And the goalie for Chicago House, he went all out for it. He hit the legs of the attacker of the forward, and it was a red card against Halterman. And he had to be in the sin bin the rest of the night, and it was 10-on-11 the rest of the match. But he did go after it, and Chicago House somehow won, down a man. If he had not gone at the ball, it would have been 11-on-11, but Bavarian might have scored to tie the game up.
Sometimes the risk is worth the reward in that case.
Well, wasn't easy for Chicago House playing down a man for a good 55 minutes, but they got it done, and that time Richard just let the ball roll to the end line.
Just want to make a quick note right here. It appears that number 20, Jasmine Kessler, looks like she might have been booked for a yellow. So it'll be interesting to see. She'll have to be careful for the rest of this game not to get another yellow card and get sent off, especially when they're in front 2-0.
Yeah, don't want to get reds, don't want to get suspensions. And really, Chicago City, since the first 15 minutes, have dominated this match. The first 15 were won by Chicago Dutch Lions. After that, Chicago City has played a much better game. It also helps having Viamil on the pitch. Viamil has clearly been the best player for either teams, probably Sophia Jamie, number 2, Vipensky, number 3. For the Dutch Lions, after the first 15 minutes, we haven't seen them have the ball a lot. They dominated ball possession the first 15 minutes, and then Chicago City, they made the adjustments. Got to give credit to the coaching staff when you can, and they're winning 2-0 for a reason.
No, yeah, they're just Lions. They just come out in the second half looking lackadaisical. We haven't seen anything new from them offensively in the final third up to this point. And whereas for Chicago City, we've seen them have several opportunities, not great opportunities, but they're still making, the surge, towards the net.
It's going to be Chicago City ball. This is a Chicago City team. They're led by Lakeisha Gums, associate head coach, Eon Weirin, head coach, as well as Josh Clark, Tom Paparounis. It's a great coaching staff for the Chicago City SC team, and the head of player care, Raul Diaz.
We got a number of substitutions just come on the pitch for Chicago City.
As you would expect, they're up 2-0. Rowan Lappy is one of those substitutions, as well as Megan Bauman. Header, it was actually headed by Dutch Lions. Richards comes out of the net. You're down 2-0 now, Raphael. Do you start to get more aggressive, sending more of the forwards down to the pitch? And if you give up on-man rushes, you'll live with it because you don't want to be down 3-0. But you're going to lose anyway with a 2-0 loss, so you got to find a way to make it 2-1 and keep the pressure back on Chicago City.
Well, that's honestly what they should have been doing since the start of the second half, to be quite honest, because at this point, as the game continues to further go along, Chicago City has just been in more in control of this game, particularly possession in the midfield. And, for the Dutch Lions, at this point, what do you have to lose? You're already down 2-0. You haven't scored in what seems like for them an eternity. So why not? Let's push several people forward, Let's go all out. What do we have to lose? If Chicago City scores, fair enough. But what we're doing right now is not going to cut it.
Right, goal differential is one of the tiebreakers, but the biggest thing is wins and losses. And right now, the Dutch Lions could very possibly go to 1-3. And crazier things have happened in the world of sports.
Yeah.
My dad is his first year of season tickets, the '83 White Sox. They were 10 games under 500, then they won 99 games and won the division. The winning ugly Sox, but we don't have a lot of matches this year. So going to 1-3, knowing that Minnesota and Chicago City are in your conference, it would be a huge task to get back into the top of the standings with a 1-3 start.
Not only that, but back to the White Sox comment right there. I can guarantee you that will not be the case this year.
The Phillies, The Phillies were 12 games under, then they fired Girardi, then they went to the World Series. So it was a tough one today. I watched the highlights and some of the game. 12-5 loss tonight for the White Sox against the Angels. A header sent forward as it's now played by Larson out near us at the sideline, then kicked forward onto the foot that time of Lambert near the 22 as forcing to the outside is City. Dutch Lions try to keep it in, and they do on the far touchline. High arching kick, header, chance, and it goes just wide. Past the outstretched arms of Molly Vapensky, and it's a 2-0 lead still for Chicago City.
Another opportunity right there for Stifler right there to get her goal that she's been wanting for this entire game, man. She's had a lot of great opportunities, but yet so far it just seems like the net is getting smaller for her every time she has a shot.
If you're in the area and you want to check out some soccer, we're at Lions for Hope Sports Complex on the west side of Chicago near Sacramento Avenue. Free admission, and we do have the food truck as well.
As Vimal's on the ground right here at the far side of the pitch.
And for Chicago, you'd love to see him kick it out so they can get some help for her. You hate to see it if you're a fan of Chicago City. Quite possibly their best player. Right-footed kick, chance, and a goal for the Dutch Lions. And a 2-4 in terms of badness for Chicago City. They give up a goal. Dutch Lions still alive, and Viamil slow to get up.
In a matter of 30 seconds, things have went bad to worse for Chicago City. The Dutch Lions have finally snapped that long-awaited goal drought right there. And now, things are going to be very interesting for the next 20 minutes for the Dutch Lions right here. As Vima's back to her feet as she goes to the bench.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to risk it. Even in a regular season game, would you put Viamil back out there? I don't think so. In a summer league, you want to win. But the coaches know that they're not their college coaches. So they want Viamil to be safe. They want to make sure she's okay. And Chicago has enough on defense to ensure that they maintain this victory. But that was a huge goal for the Chicago Dutch Lions. And now they know Viamil is done for the rest of the night as they try to get a victory, or at least a tie, at Lions for Hope Sports Complex. Out to the 22-meter, played by Chicago. It's a beautiful goal. They haven't had a lot of opportunities, have the Dutch Lions, but making the most of them there on that opportunity. Over to Lappy off the bench, set up in front, and into the arms that time of Caitlin Richards. And now we see how Chicago City makes the adjustments without quite possibly their best player in Braylon Viamil.
Well, it's the first goal they've conceded so far this season, and now, for the first time in this entire game, there's a sense of concern or worriness so far from this team. It looked like they were going to cruise to a clean sheet, to a 2-3 win possibly, and now these next 20 minutes are going to be very sketchy.
Over to midfield. Now it's up to Vapensky and the defense to get this victory. Shabar out in front to the 40-meter, and it was read well that time by Brianna Rodriguez. Out to the 40-meter, now played by Jamie, out to the sideline. On the feet, good move, past the feet of Jamie. Dutch Lions on the attack. They keep their attack. Kicked away, though, by City, and a free kick awarded to Chicago Dutch Lions. Aggressive play, partner, but the ref saw it all the way, and a free kick coming up for the Dutch Lions.
A glorious opportunity has emerged now for the Dutch Lions, and we could potentially be minutes, seconds away here from a tie game in a game in which the Dutch Lions seemed like they were out, but another opportunity right here for them to capitalize and tie things up.
Free kick coming up for Chicago. Can the Dutch Lions tie it up? This crowd is silenced at Lions for Hope as they thought it might be a serious injury to Viamil. She just barely got off the pitch on her own accord. Shot. Balpinski got a piece of it, but it's going to be a free kick. A corner kick awarded for the Dutch Lions and for Chicago City.
Really good effort.
Yeah, you can't think about your teammate in Viamil right now. You just got to find a way to clear this ball and hang on for another 20-plus minutes.
It's a good effort right there from the free kick, and now the outswinging corner right here. It looks to be headed of the way.
Over to the sideline. It's played right now by the Dutch Lions. Stolen away by City. Over to the 22-meter. Fakes the kick and then sends it forward. Two Dutch Lions were there to head it. Back over to City. Now on the feet of Bauman. Give and go play. Sets it over that time to Lappy. Back and forth we go. Dutch Lions steal it. Nardoli with it. Back over to the touchline. Near the 40-meter. Now at midfield as the Chicago City team looking to steal. Dutch Lions have it. And Chicago City Lions kick it out.
And a foul right there committed by the Dutch Lions right there. Number 17, Catherine Steffens. So we have a free kick right here for Chicago City.
So what do you want to see from Chicago City? You want them to be aggressive. The old saying, play to win, not to lose. But for Chicago City, look, you have to play differently because Viamil's not on the pitch anymore.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see them, and particularly, as we get into the 80th minute onwards in a couple minutes from now, is to see them sort of time waste, the good old classic time waste, go into the corner, just take some time off the clock right here as they have an opportunity right here.
Out in front. Now it's played that time by Whittinghill. And now stolen away by Norcat. Now to the 40-meter. Stop and start move. Kicked forward. Closest player is Roy. And it's a throw-in coming up. Or did they say there was a push-off? Oh, throw-in. And I understand why Chicago wasn't going after that ball right away. You want to waste time. The only problem is if you waste too much time, then it allows the Dutch Lions to set their defense to steal the throw-in. Over to the 40-meter. Kicked over that time to Soda. And now stolen away by Shebar. Shebar. Great job getting to it. Legal slide tackle and getting a piece of it. Oh, what a move, though. The Maradona move. It was done that time by Savannah Larson. As we will reset the clock, we're a little bit ahead on our clock. It's been a fun one here in Chicago. The battle of the Chicago teams, the inner city rivalry, the Dutch Lions against Chicago City. It's a free kick coming up. And for City, look, Raphael, you still got to be aggressive. If you play not to lose, the Dutch Lions might take advantage of that and might make it a 2-2 tie.
And it looks promising for a second. However, Penske right there calmly has it for two hands. But it's nut crunching time right now for both teams right now. For City, they want to preserve their one goal lead for Dutch Lions. You want to spoil the party right here, And if they come out of tonight with a draw here and critical point, it could sort of, captivate their season, and give them a spark.
Over to the touchline, throw in coming up. Now they fake it to one player and the other one takes it. It's a 2-1 lead. Offside flag goes up. No advantage. Goal kick coming up as Chi City will look to waste more time. 2 goals were scored in the first half. Viamil helped out on both. And then a great setup on the set piece by Chicago Dutch Lions. On the same play, Viamil fell to the pitch. She's gone for the night. And Chicago City, it's now Sophia Jamie's game. She doesn't have Viamil to pass to. Let's see what adjustment Chicago City does and see if they try to force feed it to Jamie. Good hesitation move. Now past the 40-meter. Tapped over to the other 40. Sent over that time to Stevens. Stolen away by City. Falling to the pitch, looking for the call, nothing being issued. Lambert, we play on as Lambert kicks it over to the sideline. At the 22, shot, and that was a good try, partner, but you'd like to see a little bit less on the velocity. Keep that ball up in the air, see if you can get a header try.
It was a good field goal attempt. Look at it that way.
I like the idea, but good job by Chicago City forcing it to the sideline where all she could really do was a tap kick header. If she tried to get it on net, it was probably going to go over the crossbar.
Yeah, sometimes, you have an idea in your mind and you have a way of thinking you're going to execute it, but in the end, it just comes out to a big old, oh man, I should have done something better.
I should have done this, or is this a handball, or was it blown dead? It was blown dead.
Oh,
You got to be careful though with that part. You better know that that you heard a whistle because.
Yeah. I'm about to say that was supposed to be handballs.
And that's what the Dutch Lions are saying, and you can almost agree with them because Raphael, I did not hear a whistle when she grabbed that ball. Did you hear a whistle?
No.
Right. Now, if you're a ref, you have to have a lot of guts to say, hey, did any of my other fellow refs issue a whistle? In a spot like that, you'd probably have to huddle together and see, did anybody blow a whistle? To give a free kick up there was outside the box, but still, that would have been a huge free kick awarded for the Dutch Lions.
It's moments like this where we need the VAR like they do in the Premier League.
But that's something new for me. I mean, you'll see that at the younger levels, like the 10U, 12U travel teams. Yeah. You don't see that a lot at USLW where a girl picks up the ball and there's a chance the ref didn't blow the whistle. And that was a key no call because it would have been deep in Chicago City's territory. Now, Chicago City deep in Lions territory, and they have time to waste clock. There'll be a throw-in coming up. Whittinghill will take it as we get a little bit of a light breeze now. Kicked forward. Off the foot. Kind of a no man's land. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to just let it go past you? Probably not, but well played by the goalkeeper in Richards and force the forward into a tough spot. Off her foot. Goal kick coming up for the Dutch Lions. At the 22-meter, late to get to it was Soda, and then out of bounds past the 50-meter. It's a 2-1 lead here on YouTube Live. If you missed any of the action, just hit the rewind button or the fast-forward button. And we will also upload in 720p on demand as well as 1080p our goal highlight reel. 3 total goals scored tonight. Viamil helped out with both. Caitlin Richards has played a decent game. Vapensky's been a little bit better as Vapensky's had more shots against her. Kicked out by City. Throw-in coming up for the Dutch Lions. It'll be Savannah Larson. Over to the sideline. Well, things are going to happen, partner, in the game of soccer. Injuries are going to happen, and maybe there's a match where Jamie goes down, and so Chicago City has to find a way to play without some of their best players. And I know we've talked a lot about Jamie and Viamil, but ex-Carrot Pineda has had some chances as well. So see if they try to feed Pineda to put this one away.
There's our players on the pitch right now for Chicago City right there. As an opportunity starts here.
Over to a right foot. Shot! Off the side of the net. Good job forcing it to the outside, but She made the goalie work for it, did 27 in Soda, but not able to get it on net. And still time for the Dutch Lions. We'll probably have at least 2 minutes of extra time, if not 5.
Yeah. Good shout up right there by 27 right there, Gabby Whittenhill. It's on her right foot. Not easy to shoot right there on your right foot, especially when the angle that close and tight. There's a handball right there. As the fans here at the Lions Sports Complex are not happy with that.
Well, that's the life of a ref. You're going to make 50% of the fans happy and 50% of the fans not so happy.
You'll never satisfy them.
All right, it's a thankless job. And they only know about you when you make a wrong call. They're never going to applaud you for saying, hey, you, thanks for calling that penalty kick. It's always, hey, nice call, ref. You blew it. One of those jobs, I mean, when it comes to the game of baseball, the only reason why we know Jim Joyce's name is because he was the umpire as that free kick out in front, headed away by Dutch Lions. But Jim Joyce was the umpire. Armando Galarraga was working on a perfect game back in 2010. He was 1 out away, and Jim Joyce was the first base umpire. Armando Galarraga stepped on the bag for the 3-1 putout, but Jim Joyce said the runner was safe. No instant replay at the time. Instant replay clearly saw that he was safe. And it became the 28 out, or the 28 batter. Perfect game for Galarraga in the eyes and ears of Tigers fans. But that's reffing and that's umpiring. Is they only know your name when something bad happens. It's very rare do you know somebody for being a good ump or a good ref or a good official.
It is very rare. It's just life of a ref, man.
But you know what? They do get paid well, and the players know their names. The fans might not know, but the players certainly know.
Time's slowly ticking down. We're at 82 minutes into the game now, and it's going to be interesting to see how this one closes out right here, because Chicago City has sort of regrouped themselves from giving up the goal just a little while ago.
That was just a weird occurrence where Viamil was down, and Chicago City was like, well, is the ref going to blow it dead? Do we need to kick it out? And Chicago City looked a little out of sorts, and they were kind of second-guessing themselves, hey, should we just kick it out? Even though we'd give up the throw, and at least we would have a stoppage to allow the trainer to get onto the field. They couldn't kick it out. It was stolen by the Dutch Lions, and they got it on net. And Vipensky's been so good that for Chicago, they didn't necessarily want to kick it out because Vipensky's made all the saves tonight. The one she didn't have made it a 2-1 lead for Chicago. The Dutch Lions, they usually play in Aurora for Chicago City. Of course, they play here in the Windy City. Kicked out by City. Still time for the Dutch Lions. What would you like to see on this throw-in, partner, in terms of getting that pass towards the front of the net?
Just chuck it upwards, you know. I mean, like Stoke City, you know, from like the late 2000s in the Premier League, were infamously known for having such good long throw-ins.
Right.
And, you know, the Dutch Lions, it's like, hey, let's try something new, and let's see if this works.
And it's kicked over that time, over to Nardoli. Now to the sideline, played by Larson. Right-footed kick out in front at the Lions logo. It's falling to the turf. But it's going to be a free kick awarded for... I thought I heard a whistle, but we're going to play on. Now they kick it forward. And you have to kick it forward, partner, otherwise the Dutch Lions would have been called for delay game. So even though you don't like it, you have to kick it forward. Now to midfield, left-footed kick, tap and go play by Rodriguez. And now to the 22-meter, 2-1 lead for Chicago City. Stop and start move, chance for City. Out in front, one-timer, just too high. The attempt to Lappy, the pass from Rodriguez, but just a little too high, Rafael.
Well, Lappy right there. Those are ones that you wish you could have back right there, right in front. The only thing that's separating you from the net is the keeper, and it's just, those are ones you wish you could have back right there. Lappy, who was second team All Big Ten from Northwestern, had 6 goals this year for them. And that right there was a gimme right there, and that one could have iced the game right there for them. And instead, it still gives Dutch Lions a lifeline right here.
Maybe Rowan should also try a little bit of lacrosse, because the women's lacrosse team won their 8th national championship the other day. And then the women's softball team, they were in the super regional. So Northwestern, they're getting it done in athletics, just not so much with the football team.
Well, you
basketball was good too, the boys basketball team.
every 2-3 years, they'll have a good year, with Pep Fitzgerald at the helm.
Just this year was not one of them. But yeah, Rowan Lappy, she was the United Soccer Coach's 3rd team All-North region, and she had the 3rd most goals on the team. Chance for Dutch Lions going after it. Great job on defense, as the ball boy will get it. And another player slow to get out for Chicago City. They're dropping like flies, partner. The bench will have to be used tonight for Chicago City.
Currently down, it looks like it is number 23. So it's Fernanda Soto. Yep, number 23, Fernanda Soto. She is now getting up to her feet. But now her earlier VMLs is not a good sign for City, especially, late in the going. Canada Dutch Lions right here. Tie things up here from the corner. Cleared away, but not out yet.
Might be the Dutch Lions' last chance of the night. And stolen away by Chicago City. Will they be aggressive? They will. They feed at that time to Soto. And up past her feet. Throw-in coming up, and now the Dutch Lions have to hurry. To the 22-meter. You don't want the tie if you're the Dutch Lions, but you can't afford the loss either, Raphael. Anything but the loss, so you'll take the tie.
A tie for them right now. It feels like a win, given their current run of form right now for the Dutch Lions.
From where this match was, it looked over, and then Viamil had to leave the match. Now you got a chance to steal a tie.
And then for Chicago City, a tie for them is going to feel like a loss, considering, they were up 2-0. They were in full control of this game. And to potentially have this game tied up at 2 here very shortly, it's just going to feel a bit heartbreaking for them, considering, looking ahead to Minnesota.
Throw in coming up, as we'll go out to Fernanda Soto. Singing out that time to Whittinghill. High arching kick, Major League pop-up. Header, another one. Now over to the 22-meter. Play to Bauman. Bauman setting it up in front. Shot, too high. Goal kick coming up in the 89th minute.
Right now, if you're looking for Chicago City, right now, what they should be doing right now is sort of time wasting right here and controlling possession and not going for shots and sort of, making the Dutch Lions chase them.
If you're wondering who the best player is in the USLW this season, it's roughly Leah Howard. She has 8 goals this year for the Long Island Rough Riders. Bailey DeSmit from Christos FC with 6, as it's blown dead by the ref. Offside. Might as well try it, see if the ref is paying attention, but this level, partner, they usually are.
Oh, one would hope so. One would hope so. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Couple girls with 6 this year. Melina Ramibas from Morris Elite and Nadia Gomes from the San Francisco Glens. She has 6 goals on the year. Out the 22-meter. I understand why she did that, partner, but the problem with that is it wastes time, and now Chicago City gets a throw-in. Would you want to kick it back to your goalkeeper? You really can't because you're really close to the goal, but at the same time, if you kick it to the goalie, she kicks it away. At least the ball's still in play. Now City has the ball, and they can just waste time on the throw-in.
It's really a no-win situation for them right now at the moment, given the situation.
Right. Right. And now for City, do you want to be aggressive or just play a little monkey in the middle?
Oh, monkey in the middle, definitely right now. Just control possession right there. Go to the corner flag. Make them, exactly just like this. There we go.
As you can hear, Chicago City just keep the ball. Keep the ball at all times. One-timer try, shot! Too high. That would have been the icing on the cake for a win for Chicago City, but you can't get it into the back of the net. Good try that time for Lappy. And one last try for the Dutch Lions if they can get it past midfield. Off the body at the 40-meter, losing yards, almost stolen away. Lost a lot of yards, but they kept the ball. Now to the sideline, stolen by Chicago. Hesitation move. Double team comes, but she breaks through it. Now near the corner flag. She's double teamed. Who touched it last? I'd be surprised if it was last touched by City. Well, you know what? Until you hear a whistle, just keep playing on. But, yeah, very rare do you see it go off a City player when there were 2 feet around it, which were the Dutch Lions. That's the only problem on the double team partner near the touch line. When you have 2 players near it, chances are it's going to go off your foot versus the opposing team's foot.
Which is exactly what City right now wants to continue doing here. Is right now into the 91st minute here. We're a minute and a half already in stoppage time.
If you're new to the area and you want to see some soccer, we'll be back on June 10th. It'll be the men's game against St. Charles FC. And then maybe the match of the year for the women's team, Minnesota Aurora FC comes to Lions for Hope Sports Complex on June 11th. That'll be a noon kick. And that'll do it. Chicago City SC holds on for a much-deserved 2-1 win. They hang on, Raphael, and you love to see it. They 1-1 for their teammate in Braylon Viamil.
They did, and now they move up, unbeaten so far on the year with 3 wins. And now we finally can start really looking ahead now to Minnesota.
Right, but stay within yourselves, practice hard, and know that you're tied for first with Minnesota Aurora FC, who was in the championship game last year. So, for our excellent crew, for Austin Wright, for Antonio, for Rafael Gonzalez, I'm Kyle Smith signing off. The post-game show, don't go anywhere. Our post-game interview with Austin Wright and Molly Vapensky coming up next here on SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
It started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels. Highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County. 5 strikeouts. One error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com.
Welcome into the post-game show presented by Broadcast Solution. My name's Austin Wright, and alongside me is Molly Vapensky, the game-winning goalkeeper for Chicago City SC's USL team. And Molly, you had a fantastic performance tonight in the match, and as well, can you take us through exactly you saw in between the pipes to be able to get all those saves for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they were high pressing, so it was really about reading touches and reading just where they're taking their touches between the gaps, and it also crosses and a lot of cutbacks, so making sure people are marked and make starting position.
And as well, there was a flurry of shots by the Dutch Lions in that second half. What exactly did you see from some of your defensive units for them to be able to get back on defense and to be able to protect the area right in front?
Yeah, I think we just need to be really strong on our countermeasures and making sure that we're going in like right away and making always pressure on the ball.
And so what is it about Lions for Hope Sports Complex in which you all are still undefeated here at home as well as the men's team? What exactly is it about this field that makes it so good to be able to win here and make it difficult for opponents, especially to try and score against goalkeepers such as yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot shielded and it's wider, so we have more space in the midfield, and a lot of other teams aren't used to not having the space to run along the sidelines, so just we're able to better defend that and use that to our advantage.
All right, well, that sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the post-game show presented by Sports Broadcast Solutions.